So today I want to talk to you about the unglamorous side of entrepreneurship and how everybody talks about entrepreneurship. It's such a glamorous, amazing, creative, visual, dream big type of way. But often the reality is the polar opposite. So if you're considering a career in entrepreneurship, keep on watching, keep on listening, or if you are a budding entrepreneur, maybe you'll find this useful as well. Thank you as always. Keep on watching, keep on listening. Welcome back to consecutive day 1620 of a diary of a runpreneur. If you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, barefoot style, then do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Right, let's get started. So, consecutive day 1620 of a diary of a runpreneur. And today's topic is all about the unglamorous side of entrepreneurship. So, as I've said in my intro, a lot of people have a perception about entrepreneurship that it's glamorous, it's, freedom, it's choices, it's money, it's dream big, it's all these types of bold statements. But quite often the reality is the polar opposite. It can be incredibly much of an incredible grind, it can be hard working, it can be demoralizing, it can be challenging, it can be a roller coaster of emotions, it can be risky, it can be putting everything on the line. All these things that are polar opposite to what most people perceive entrepreneurship to be. And the reason for the topic today is I've got a really good example today about the unglamorous side of entrepreneurship. For me, entrepreneurship, to be successful entrepreneurship as a character trait or personality trait, you need three things for me. And one of them is communication. Number two is common sense and problem solving. I combine those two together because quite often they come hand in hand. And number three is understanding numbers. Okay, without those three things, I personally believe you'll struggle in the world of entrepreneurship. Now, can you learn those three things? I think communication is probably the hardest one to master, possibly learn. The other two are certainly easier to learn through experience. But sometimes in life, that stuff happens as an entrepreneur, and it comes back to you as the founder to solve. And I've always said to build a successful and scalable business, again, I focus on the rule of threes. You need three things. In no particular order, you need systems and processes, you need people, and you need data. Okay, those three things. And even when you have those three things, there will be problems that arise that come back up to founder level. Now, a lot of problems will arise throughout your business on a day-to-day basis, and if you've put people in the right seats within your organisational structure, they will solve the problems at their level. Occasionally you get ones that come up to founder level, and we've had one of these recently where, to be quite frank, we've outgrown our banking facility. I did a vlog on this the other day, and as a result we've had restrictions on our bank accounts whilst we have to comply with compliance and security checks, all the fraud checks, etc., which is perfectly fine. I'm fine with all this because this is what keeps the financial industry safe. However, I also believe when it comes to business bank accounts or accounts that are so pivotal to the running of a business, that these checks should be resourced to be able to be completed within hours of receiving the relevant documentation. And we're with a smaller kind of pop-up bank, which is almost suitable for the micro business owner. But when you get into the world of small and medium-sized businesses, you need a real robust business infrastructure. And ultimately, we've been scrabbling around over the past 5 days and counting, where we've had banking restrictions to keep trading and keep, all of our customers happy, all of our stakeholders happy. And it's been quite challenging having to, from being in a position of liquidity to a position of non-liquidity is really challenging, and you're almost moving funds around to kind of keep things going, which you have to do. And people don't see these kind of stressful environments. And to the extent I had to spend a whole day today, I'm talking 7 hours solid in the branch of a different bank to try and set up temporary facilities to ensure that we can keep things going for the next few days, where hopefully these restrictions will be removed. And then looking at setting up more robust banking systems to fit the size and scale of our business operation where we are. And it's incredibly stressful. And I can't think of anything more laborious than spending hours in the bank filling out forms, trying to jump through hoops to get things set up at real short notice. Incredibly stressful. But hey ho, I had to do it. It's a problem that's at founder level that only I can solve. And regardless of having really good systems and processes, people and data in my business operations, this one's stopped with me. I've had to jump in, deal with it as best I can, and I expect to still have to deal with this over the coming days until this saga comes to an end. But yeah, the learnings from my diary today are: entrepreneurship often gets perceived wrongly. It's perceived to be glamorous, it's perceived to be successful, wealthy, it's perceived to have choice, freedom, dreams, visions, all of these kind of words that are associated with entrepreneurship. And yes, absolutely, they can all be applicable. But the reality for so many entrepreneurs are the polar opposite. It's graft, it's hard grind, it's hustle, it's living on the breadline, it's stressful, it's anxious, it's overwhelming, it's 80-hour weeks, it's complete polar opposite to what people perceive entrepreneurship to be. And all I say to anyone who's considering a world of entrepreneurship, unless you have that burning desire or passion, which is all encompassing to achieve whatever you're aiming to achieve in the world of entrepreneurship, unless you have that, don't do it, because it is so hard, and there's a reason why 90% of businesses fail. And I think that's one of the key reasons people jump into entrepreneurship thinking it's easy, thinking it's an easy way out, thinking it's a get rich quick scheme. It's none of those. It's the polar opposite. It's hard graft, but believe you me, if you stick with it and you've got that resilience, the discipline, and the ability to solve problems effectively, efficiently, promptly, and you can build teams of people, you can build systems and processes, you can have data interfaces, you can communicate, you can problem solve, you have common sense, and you understand numbers, then it can give you everything you want and more. But that's a big if and a big but. So anyway, hope that's useful, hope that's helpful, hope that helps people's understanding of what's involved. And as always, any questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy. And once again, if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon and run blogging on consecutive days, distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style, then do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy. I'll see you again tomorrow.